Mike first got there, because when Mike first got to the team, he wasn't getting no reps with the ones. He was just working with Casey
Yeah,
Washington, and
yeah,
you get what I'm saying. He was working with that group.
yeah,
So I think he's still on the. I think Bled. We still got Bled. He's still on the
yeah.
roster.
We still got him. We still got him. See, and
Yeah.
that was so strange to me too.
Yep.
We got a guy Blair for his whole time here. He's been productive. But we never
Mhm.
wanted to see him on the field during the regular season. And that's like
Yeah.
with Nick Nash. When we started having wide receiver issues, why Nick Nash was never called up?
Crazy.
Like, I mean, I think he got called up for like one game or something like that, and after that it was like done deal. But we never did see him. Like, I mean, we put all this marketing and hype into it to not see
Yep.
what he do. You talking about one of the top receivers that were well, he was a top receiver in his senior year. He was a top receiver
Yeah.
in college football. So I'm like,
Hmm.
why would you at least see what he can do, during the regular season? You
Yeah.
know,
You had Drummond out there,
yeah.
Spills, and
I'm not like, and the thing is, during the preseason, you didn't want to hear about no Drummond. You didn't
nope.
want to hear about those seals. Like these cats, like no, you trying to build your team around some young guys. You talking about building with young guys, but you got all these old guys in here that are journeymen.
And I felt like they was trying to. And my only thing with that, because just like how I was saying, like during training camp, Penix was working with when he was the second quarterback. He was working with the Blairs and the Casey Washingtons when it flipped and Penix was the first quarterback and Kirk was the second.
Right.
Drummond and Sills was the guys that was working with Kirk in that training camp, and I felt
Mhm.
like they was trying to do everything in their will to get receivers that Kirk was comfortable with
Yeah.
in that off season, but it still didn't make no sense because we came into that season thinking like, man, we good at wide receiver, we got depth, like and we got these guys in the undrafted free agency and all that. Not the
Right.
undrafted in the draft, the undrafted rookies for real. So it just ain't make no sense. So and then I think we still got Devin Tompkins. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I kind of like Devin Tompkins a little bit. Like even though he didn't play a lot,
Hmm.
but that Jets game, he had like an end around play. He came in, he made a couple positive plays when he got the ball, and then he just ain't getting the ball. He just ain't getting the game ever since.
Right.
So, because he had speed on him, because I like them kind of like receivers, them small receivers, like that that's a little fast, make a couple plays, but he wasn't that damn good. Don't get me wrong, but it just that's a whole no,
And
man.
hey,
That
check
was
this
weird,
out.
bro.
Hit the like button, subscribe,
Yes,
share it
sir.
out. We're back. We're back. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're back. Y'all see the link. Y'all see the link. Hit the link. Join the conversation. We got myself. We got OG3 Dirty. We got Zay
Yo,
holding it
what's
down. We
up?
got Cowboy Fandemic. And we got Wallace Smith up in here.
There you
Y'all
go.
hit the link.
Y'all know what's going on, man. We back. My dog had a little technical difficulties. We still held it down in the background. You know, he was just fixing it all up. Now we back. So I don't know where we last ended at. Like the last thing we was talking about, more than likely it probably was about Kyle Pitts.
Shoot,
So I guess
hey,
we can
we
just
you was what was you saying? Who was that was saying the Kyle Pitts trade could be the trade of the draft?
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Cowboy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm thinking it's gonna be one of those come down when it boils down to it. It's gonna be a uh, draft day type of scenario that shifts this draft pretty much. But I don't know if that's if if it pans out the way I'm thinking it's gonna pan out. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I think that with the position that Tennessee in, they won't lose anything if they move back in the draft and swap places with us and get their tight end that they're looking for. Because if they swap places with us, they pick at 48 and we pick at 30. What is it? 32. what pick they got in the
Shoot,
second
they
round?
got
That's
what?
30,
30,
35,
30,
35,
34, 35.
30, yeah. So they won't
Mhm.
lose anything. They move back a couple of spaces, a few spaces, but they'll have their tight end, and we'll get what we want out of it. Move it up in the draft and get the guy that we want.
Oh, nah. If we're trading Kyle Pitts, I'm not coming off 48 for 34 now. Or
Yeah, yeah.
Hell no.
No. I'm saying, and a draft pick. It's not just that. It's not just that draft position. It's and a draft pick too. If they, like I said, if they are that desperate for Kyle Pitts and that interested in Kyle Pitts, it's a swap. It's a 35th pick. We swap places and a draft pick. No, it's not just for that draft position. Now, no, that's not. That's not how they work. We already in the second round. Yeah, we already in the second round. But that second pick in the third round at pick 66. Yeah, I take that too. But I'm not gonna just give them away. But you're gonna show me how bad you want them.
Yeah, damn, they really do got the 35th.
Yeah.
Cause that's like
Yeah.
that's a
hey,
top
they,
five
hey,
pick in the
let,
second.
let me ask y'all something. What do y'all think about the
Uh,
Zachariah Branch shit?
I
if
don't know who Zachariah is that. I know I like. I mean, y'all Georgia boys, man. Y'all love
No,
some
I'm
Zachariah
talking
Branch.
about the
But
incident with him.
for the incident, I didn't even bother reading up on it. To be honest with you, not me. What happened with that?
I think them pops were just fucking with him. I think he was just standing on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Like,
they were fucking with
What they
him.
say he do?
They were saying
cause
that
he,
they were essentially saying he was disobeying orders. Man, it was a Saturday night. Y'all already know, especially in fucking Athens, the cops are looking for a reason to get your ass.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's where you got to be smart too, man. And these cops now they're not settling for you like saying, "Oh, I ain't." If the cops tell you to move, man, just go ahead and just start pacing, walk. Because they used
man,
to mess
don't
with us
walk.
all the
Man,
time.
shit,
When I was in the military,
that's
when I
always
was in the
been how it
military, we had
is.
a little stoop that we like to hang out at, right? But when they came around, and they used to love mess with us military guys because they knew we had the money to get out of trouble with, but uh, we had a little stoop that we like to had to hang out with and drink, and and they used to come around and
Mhm.
just to mess with us, but we weren't doing anything, but they
Right.
just wanted something to do, and like they were like, "Okay, y'all
They,
got to move on. Y'all can't
they,
sit here."
they was
We're not
testing
doing
y'all.
anything.
They was testing
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah, yeah. We're not doing anything. We just hanging out, talking. You know how we do. We chilling, and they just come around just to make us move. It don't be no group of like 30 or 40 people. It was like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 of us just hanging around, talking to shoot the breeze, that type of thing. But they knew that if they came around, they could probably rile one or two of us up. And that's where you got to, like I said, got to be smart about it too.
Hey,
Because
then then
one,
then then they get all of y'all.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But one, we already know we ain't supposed to be in that spot drinking. So, but they let it go because we're military guys. But at the same time, if they come over there and say, "Hey, y'all got to move on." Well, I used to get, hey man, let's just spin the block, man. And we'll turn around and come back, and then we'll chill out, hang out some more. But I'm not
Right.
gonna sit there and debate with these
Shit,
guys because they're gonna win.
wait
Yeah,
till
they're
they're
gonna
going. Yeah,
win.
They're
hey,
gonna win every time.
Yeah, so
cause
you
we're
gotta
going.
be smart
Hey,
about it, man. And it's not about cowering down or standing 10 toes down against the police because they mess with you. They gonna mess with you because they can. They got that badge, they
you
can, but I'm not
you
gonna add to the situation to be like, all right, man, I'm hard. No, I'm not doing
shit.
that.
Hey,
No,
Yeah.
you got this, bro.
you got to respect the power that they have. You just got to
That
go.
part.
Okay.
Yeah.
That part.
And especially like, cause like, even though like that situation weren't even shit, but
Yeah.
it's just when you get on these social media and then some of these folks when they see a player, these fans, some of these fans, they don't really come up like how a lot of us come up, and they see somebody involved with the police,
Mm-hmm.
and they just see that shit, and they see him attached to the police. They gonna be like, oh, now he fit in the Georgia narrative. He he just like Jalen Carter. Da da da. This that, and the
Right.
third. You get what I'm saying? They try to put you in that put you in that category, and
Yeah.
then they don't even care what the situation was. They just
Mm-hmm.
want to try to paint that picture on you. So it's just because I was just watching the Portland Trailblazers documentary, the Jailblazers shit, and just how
Mm-hmm.
blew up that whole like the police out there with them folks. I just felt like they didn't understand Rasheed Wallace and all them guys. They didn't
Yeah,
understand them for real.
Well,
yeah.
man,
So it's
but
just like,
about Zachariah Branch, his bond, he got released on the $39. They gave him a bond. It was $39. Y'all know a fucking meal at Applebee's costs more than that.
Hey,
I seen
you know
that. I
what?
seen that. That was crazy.
You know what? They could have actually, and it's two misdemeanors. This could be one of those catch and release type situations because it's totally up to the discretion of the police officer at this point. On a
Right.
$39 bond, man,
Yeah, come
it could have
on.
been like, hey man, look, bro, just move on, man.
Ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
Come on,
I
shoot.
mean, but
I'm paying more for a fucking meal at Applebee's than that.
right,
Yeah.
exactly,
That's why I
yeah.
just be like, man, like, bro, the police, they pull
Shit,
up on
shit,
you, they on
shit.
bullshit.
McDonald's
Walk
getting
away.
to be fucking
So,
$39.
so this is saying that uh obstructing public sidewalk, prowling, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer.
I don't even think it
Yeah,
said anything about he even had a. I don't even think he had a drink in his hand or anything like that.
nah, he didn't handle the drink. Nah, he didn't
They
handle
Because
the
could have
now
drink.
gave him
you,
a ticket for that,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
All he did was
The
all he
cop
did
just
was
had to bug up his ass, in my
yeah,
opinion. But see, the thing is, though, once again, this is going to show if they decide to draft Zachariah Branch, it's really
yeah,
going to show that they don't care what the fuck the media thinks. They really
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and man, if he's there and he's on your board, you consider taking this dude because this dude can be a problem.
He could be a problem. My thing about Zachariah is he has one of the best stop and go routes that I mean the guy is phenomenal in that. I mean it's but his
Yeah.
size, and the thing is I'm not taking nothing away from him because we've had some small guys like really produce in the NFL, but these guys didn't have long tenures in the NFL. They came out and was like a type of one trick pony type thing where they had one or two good seasons and that was it. They disappeared. His size at 5'10", man, and they got him listed at 5'11", but he's 5'10", and he just if he was 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2", I wouldn't even question it.
Right.
But I want that guy. I want that guy that got the size, the figure, the figure, the body type, and the play to go along with it. And that size just scares the devil out of me, man. I just don't like a receiver being under 6 feet. I don't even like him being 6 feet. I want him taller. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think the last small guy, who was the last small guy that really had a career in the NFL that at 5'10" though?
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith, yeah, yeah. I give you that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He was
Cause
5. Yeah.
it's like Cowboy. I like him, but
Yeah.
like I said earlier, I want a defensive player, bro.
Yeah.
Like I like the, but if you wind it up, whether you trade like we've been talking about probably for like the last hour, you trade Pitts or Bates, you know you're gonna get another second round pick if a team really desperate enough. If you can get 2 second round picks on Friday, take a def. I'm looking at it like shit. Take a defensive player with that first second round pick. Then you can get a wide receiver. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm defense with that 48. I like Zachariah
Yeah.
Branch. I like Gurmy Bernard. And I like Kevin Coleman Jr. You get
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, I like Coleman. Coleman probably will be there. He might be there in the third round. That's why I say,
Yeah,
honestly, man, I feel like I feel like it is likely that they go defense with that first pick.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
and I could see them going linebacker too. If Rodriguez is still there, I could see them
Yeah.
going. Even though I don't think Rodriguez. See, that's why I say if we talking about this train into the late first, when we did the mock drafts, the same shit. Rodriguez could be
Mhm.
that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I got that's one guy, that's one linebacker. I ain't really looking to the linebackers like that. Cause yesterday, even though he probably not better than Rodriguez, but I was looking at Kyle Lewis from Pitt.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I like that guy.
yeah.
Like I feel like he would fit fit well with what Jeff Ulbricht want. He like that versatile kind of linebacker. He he would be more like you know how Seattle got what's that guy last year they drafted from South Carolina that was in the Super Bowl.
Eamon
He,
Moore.
yeah, like he like one of them kind of linebackers. Like you can kind of throw him in the slot. He can cover a little bit. He can blitz. He's decent, but yeah, I got you. I cut the head off. But yeah, I gotta look into that Rodriguez guy. I gotta look into him. I gotta look into him.
Hey, he may go
Yeah,
tomorrow though. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying. He might
Yeah.
go tomorrow. But yeah, hey, it's like I say. Chris Johnson is someone also. I know George Tech's boy ain't here. Yeah, I like Chris Johnson. I wouldn't
yeah,
mind them take. You see, honestly, man, I'm gonna just say this. I'm not
hmm
gonna get mad over who the hell they take on
yeah,
Friday. I don't care if it's a receiver, as long as you clearly didn't reach. I don't care if it's a receiver. I don't care.
Yeah.
You could take an old lineman, and I'm not mad at it. You could
yeah,
take a. I
yeah,
prefer you build the trenches. I would also, man. I'll put it this way. I would prefer, or at least it's my personal preference, I would say, if you could get a
hmm
Lee Hunter or Christian Miller or someone like that. Banks kind of scares me a little bit, especially with that injury. So it's either
yeah,
going to be Lee Hunter or Miller for me.
yeah,
But I mean, look, if they take a receiver, that's cool. They take a linebacker, that's cool. They take a corner, I ain't going to listen. I'm gonna be happy as hell if they get Chris Johnson.
yeah, yeah,
They said that boy McCoy from Tennessee, that
They said he may
cornerback.
fall. Hey, if we
Yeah,
can land him, that will be a steal.
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I like bro. I was looking at him yesterday because I don't be catching on to the players like quick. Like I don't be on the prospects like how as fast as everybody be on, but I've been catching on to them
Yeah.
if I get time. You know what I'm saying? I look at them and I see like
Got a name to your list.
yeah,
Zion
Zion
Young,
Young.
edge over at Missouri.
I heard that name. I didn't watch him yet.
That
I'm gonna
kid,
watch him.
man,
I'm
God,
gonna watch him.
man, I thought, and I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, so I've been like
You talking about
pushing,
Lawrence?
huh?
Who you talking about? Edge out of Missouri.
Zion Young.
Okay. I I I
Yeah, he was.
I've seen a
Yeah, he
little
was.
bit about. See, I ain't gonna be mad if they take an edge rusher.
Yeah,
I
Hmm.
really ain't
I wouldn't
gonna.
be mad at any defensive player in the trench. I would not be mad at it.
I'm not
I
gonna be
mean,
mad. Listen, I'm not really
yeah,
gonna be mad at anything that they do on Friday. Unless they do something absolutely stupid, but it's kind of hard to do it you're picking in the second round. That's your first pick. It's very hard to do something stupid. But honestly,
yeah,
man, one way or another, a trade is happening. Whether they're trading Kyle
yeah,
Pitts, and if they don't trade Kyle Pitts, they're going to trade back from 48.
yeah, yeah.
That's something I haven't even mentioned. If we do not trade Kyle Pitts, we're trading 48 and we're getting extra picks for it.
I can see Ian making a move like that. And here's the thing: when we talk about like it's deep in receivers, I mean, in this draft, and it will be deep in receivers, even in 2027. Uh,
Yep.
and a name to add to you guys' list is Baby Julio, Jeremiah Smith. If he,
We ain't gonna be in the
hey,
position. Don't.
we are if we're in position to even put ourselves in position to even be in the same breath of consideration and getting that guy, we need to do it. Pull the trigger. You need a wide receiver. You need somebody
Man.
that can help Drake London. Man,
Hey, no, no,
that
no,
would
no,
be,
no.
man.
If you're picking that high, man, if you're picking that high, that means you need a quarterback.
That guy.
Oh, you broke up. You breaking up. You probably
Yeah,
saying quarterback.
Yeah, no, I was saying,
Probably saying you need a quarterback. I
yeah.
guarantee that's probably what he was
If
saying.
if you picking that damn high next year, you gonna need to take a quarterback.
mhm,
See, I knew it.
yeah,
I knew you said
yeah,
that.
Oh, I'm
But
not doubting
yeah,
that.
like
That's definitely what it go next year for us is quarterback. We gotta go ahead and nail that down. But I think the trick pony for us is going to be Ted Hurst though, out of Georgia. I think that's going to be the option for us.
Man, see, that's
mhm.
why I'm saying. More I think about it, I don't think
Out
it's
of,
going to be a
out of
wide
Georgia State.
receiver with that first pick because they probably
Yeah,
looking at Ted Hurst in that third round.
yeah, yeah. If he's available, because I mean, there are quite a few teams that
Well,
are
I
saying
mean,
that
hey, now if they
there's such
trade back from
interest in him.
48, Ted Hurst could be an option, and with that second round we get if we trade back,
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
it's going to.
Man, that's why
I'm
I'm like,
gonna tell you something. It's going to all depend on what there is a run on tomorrow, and that's going to leak into Friday. If there is a
yeah,
run on, because we're not trading up unless we trade Kyle Pitts. We
yeah,
need to be very clear about that. But if around the
yeah,
time we're picking, there is a run or they're projecting a run on corners, we're going to take a corner. If they're projecting
yeah.
a run on linemen, we're going to take a lineman. You know,
Right,
that's just if they're projecting a run on receivers, we're going to have to. That's all it's going to be.
right, right. Yeah,
But at the end of the
yeah,
day, man, we're going to make trades.
yeah, for sure.
I ain't tripping about like I'm kind of where you saying that with it, like with the it's like it's impossible to fuck it up, like with that second pick, like.
Oh, I don't know. We can.
I mean, yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. You could probably get,
Well,
true.
here's the thing.
You
There
go in there,
really
receive
ain't.
a
Once
running back.
again,
Yeah,
this is an
running back is crazy.
evaluation year.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah,
So it's very hard to fuck up a draft in an evaluation year where you don't have a first round pick.
yeah, yeah,
Especially when you how you carried the free agent when you signed all these guys in free agency and
Yeah.
tried to do everything in your will to make
And
sure that
you're
you,
not done signing guys either.
right.
yeah. See, and this going, I don't know how folks gonna feel about this, but I've been pushing this probably for like the last probably since January before he even got released. I kept saying. I know he got legal shit going on. I know folks don't want that shit on their team. I get it. See if you can get Stephon Diggs for one season. See if you can get that man for 1 year. I
Man,
know it sound crazy. I know folks ain't gonna fuck with it, but he can run. He still can run routes. He
if
had got.
the legal shit weren't going on, sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Yeah, because I know
No,
y'all little iffy with that
I don't
shit.
want that motherfucker
One
over here.
thing, one thing for Atlanta, man, we do not need any more added drama coming into this
Damn.
building. I mean, no
Damn.
matter how minute it is, how big it is.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
I
shoot,
mean, we
while the
don't need
draft
no
going
more.
on tomorrow, we're going to have to talk about whatever the fuck comes out of South Florida with this JPJ shit.
Yeah, obviously. You
Yeah.
saw how the coaching staff was acting well it was Ian and Kevin Stefanski in the conference in the
Status quo.
yeah when they kept asking them
Yeah.
about JPJ and all that how uncomfortable they looked up there. You know what I mean? They didn't really want to address it like,
Yeah.
okay, you don't have an answer for it, just say it. But they act like they didn't want to touch it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause 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 they don't say shit. Even like they said, cause I was hearing somebody like basically they was like, yeah, they basically more in contact with
Yeah.
his agents,
Yeah.
like folks around him
Hmm.
more than him, and he ain't even been there. You get
And
what I'm saying? He ain't been in the facility or
I'm
nothing.
gonna be honest with you, right? And maybe it's just because all this stuff is still fresh. Maybe if they do reach a plea deal tomorrow, then maybe then they'll communicate with him. That kind of makes me nervous because, like I've said, man, this guy should get a second chance.
Yeah. Now here's the
Well,
thing.
you know what? I think some of it has to do with these guys understand how fickle the Falcon fans and the media is with the Falcons.
Yeah.
For them to
Yeah,
even do any kind of speculate, they could have said, "Well, we hope it works out for them or something." They just like walked over those coals and kept moving.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think the Falcons is
Yeah.
going to let him work through this process. They're going to help him where they can. I don't think they're going to do anything extra, to go try to bribe
Look,
somebody or hand somebody some money, like a lot of people saying that they will, paying people under the table and
but
all that
it's
type
called
of stuff.
settling. It's
Because
called
whether or
it's
not,
called settling out of court.
We say it again. 3:30. You
I said
broke
it's
up.
called settling out of court.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you can still out of court. That's. I mean, even if the trial, even if it don't go to court, right? He's still gonna have to come back. He's still gonna have to face the league. He's still got to face the team. So
Well, that goes without saying,
and
though.
the
I mean,
thing
that
is,
goes without saying. That's automatic.
yeah. And it's the thing it is, it's all going to fall on Arthur Blank, that PR team, and how much they want to deal with this, and going forward,
Right.
and whether or not this man is back in an Atlanta Falcons uniform. Like I said, I don't think they're going to go that extra mile. They're going to let him work through that process, and hopefully he'll get through it, and learn from it, and move on. But I
Yeah.
don't know about being back in. I can't say whether or not he'll be back in an Atlanta Falcons uniform though. I just don't know. It's
See,
just
and
not.
that was
Well,
my thing.
I
Oh, go
think when
ahead.
they bailed him out, that was an indication that they're gonna do the best scenario that they can.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
check this out. I see y'all watching. Hit the like button and hit the link. You see the
yeah, yeah,
Venmo up there. Hey, come on. Y'all see the Venmo up
yeah.
there. Hit the link, like button, subscribe, share all that good stuff. We still got the crew up here, man, waiting on y'all to hit the link. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
That
got
was
that
my
one
thing with
Falcons fan,
him.
what is his name? That one
Cause
Falcons fan for life is in the building.
yeah, was
Got
hey,
That's right.
y'all need to come. Y'all need to come on,
in the
or
building. Yeah, so
You know that. You know that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out everybody supporting my
because
guy
hey,
Cameron. You know what I'm saying?
the Falcons ain't the only thing we gotta talk about either.
Oh, what
man,
up?
don't nobody want to talk about no more Saints, man. We don't want to talk
Nah,
about
we
no
I don't want. We ain't fuck them. We ain't talking about the Saints.
they scrubs right now, man. We not no down. They're nah
Shit,
I'm
we
talking
can
about
Boys ain't play
talk about
nobody.
all sorts of shit going on. Hey,
right,
and
right.
OG knows because I've been talking to him about it. Have y'all seen this shit going on with this David rapper?
What
With who?
happened? Who?
You the rapper that killed that 14-year-old girl?
Hell no. I ain't seen no shit. I ain't
Nah,
see
Man, y'all
that.
need to go
Hell
look
no.
that up, man. That shit was sickening.
Damn,
wow.
I ain't see that on my timeline. Usually, I ain't gonna lie. I got a sports page, so I try to make sure my timeline is full of stuff where I don't really see no like crazy shit like that. But I look into it though.
Because
I know that
I'm
that
saying
shit do
like
sound crazy though.
this dude was got possessed by the devil or something.
Oh
You know,
hell no.
things are just different, man. I don't want to change the subject, but things are just different with these young guys, man. It's like they have no regards for life and don't care about their own freedom or whatever. That they just give up thinking like it's the thing to do to get sentenced behind bars. I don't get it. I don't get like these rappers, man. Like back in the day, when a rapper came on the scene, man, that rapper was dialed in, especially once they hit the mainstream media and their name get talked about. They start honing in on their craft because they want to stay relevant, right? These guys get
Mhm.
one record, and then next thing you know, they involved in some crazy mess that puts them behind bars for life, or for a long time, or what I mean, or like for life. Something that's
Well,
not their
hey,
lifestyle. Or not their lifestyle.
this is bad though. This is bad, and we can get back to the Falcons. Like
Yeah.
this girl was 14 years old that he murdered, and he put her in his trunk, and she was there for months.
Oh,
What?
that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Damn.
What?
and they said he's been messing with her since she was 11 on fucking
Wow.
Discord. See, man, this is why I'm
Wow.
saying.
Yeah, that's nasty, man.
Hollywood, see, man,
That's crazy.
Hollywood and that whole fucking industry, and y'all need to know who's funding this shit too. Hey, yeah, and I ain't gonna put anything on Arthur Blank directly, but it's a lot of the people that he fucking knows that are funding this shit. They're funding these
Wow.
record labels and things like that, and giving these rappers the money to shoot these music videos, and they ain't even actually considering any of the shit that's being said in it. They just as long as they're making their money, they don't care who the fuck is getting affected or who's getting hurt by it.
But
Yeah, that
it's
lyrics.
the
Cause I
money.
always said like, cause my era, like, cause I my like when I was in middle school and everything, when I was younger, like young, like 12,
Yeah.
10 years old, the music I was bumping, that's when Chief Keef and all them guys they hit the scene, that Chicago wave where
Mm.
they dissing people family, they putting disses in the song, but not dissing like just a rap diss, like really like some street shit, like where
Yeah.
they dissing somebody that died. You get what I'm
Shit,
saying?
you
Like that.
you talk about that's that early mid 2010 shit.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That was the era I came up, and I feel like that era was really what fucked it all up for what's
That's what
going
sent
on
it
right
down the
now.
wrong path. Cause now you
Yeah.
got and see the thing is, all listen. At the end of the day, if you could put a good beat behind music, it's gonna
Yeah.
blow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
people like drama. I'm not gonna lie, we in the
Yeah.
era, folks just like drama. Like me, I'm not no big drama guy. Like I stay out of the way, go
Yeah.
to work, handle my business with my family, and then you get what I'm saying. I watch the Falcons.
All right.
I get on these shows with y'all. I do this shit to keep myself out the way. I don't really be trying to be in the mix, being in nobody's streets. That's why I'm appreciative for the circle that I had, the family that I got, because they just kept me on the right path and they raised me not to. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, even though I grew up in the hood, but I was never that guy that wanted to be into that, and my family never allowed me. They like, man, play basketball, make your music, man. You doing your thing with the Falcons, blah blah blah, man. Do that. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
a lot of folks just don't got that in their corner. Some people just misguided out here, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
sad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what it is straight up. This is what happens when you take God out of society.
Man.
Yeah, yeah, facts,
Proven.
facts.
Proven.
Yeah, because we not doing nothing in the community that's biblical. Nobody's doing it.
Yeah.
Nope,
Nothing. Nobody ain't quoting nothing. Nobody ain't preaching nothing.
You
nope.
The
remember?
Jehovah Witnesses done slowed down.
Oh no, we ain't either.
Well, in my area they used to come through.
Y'all didn't catch that. No sir.
You know that, yeah. Talk that stuff, but yeah,
No
bro.
sir.
It's. I don't know what's going on, bro. It's just you feel me? Because like James Pitts, he around the same age as me. Like we like 2 years apart. I'm 24. He 22. You get what I'm saying? Like
Well, shit,
so we kind of in the
that situation's more
so
so
it
the
crashed
fact
out.
that he crashed out. He had people taking
Yeah,
Yeah.
advantage of
Yeah.
him, man. Hey, but once again, listen, when you get that first big paycheck, that's what I'm gonna tell you something right now. Money measures just how mature you are.
But money heightens what you already are.
No, 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 no,
That's
no,
what
no.
money's gonna do.
Nah. Money shows how mature you actually are. Because, and at the end of the day, y'all know
Mm.
who wrote this song? More money, more problems.
Mm. Yeah.
oh yeah, motherfucking
So,
Mace,
so
Biggie, shit. Even motherfucking Diddy, crazy ass was on that fucking song. But hell yeah, but
but that's what happened because and it's not just rap the rap game. It's any celebrity status that a lot of these kids find their way in. People
yeah,
start worrying about what they can get off that person. They stop trying to raise that person or be a mentor to that person. It's all about what they can get out of that person, how much money they can make off of them, whether it come marketing or out of their physical bank account or whatever. It's
yeah,
like the parent, like me, like my sons, man. I'm gonna always be dad. I'm gonna always be that parent. You know what I mean? I'm not dialing down. My oldest son now is 31, so I'm like no, I'm not dialing down. You might not like what I said, but you're gonna hear it from me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let you be out here in the street doing whatever. And my kids, they don't get in no trouble like that. You know what I mean? They do uh like Xavier do. They just go to work, come home. They do the gaming thing, that type of thing. But they know, like, when they go out into the street, they represent themselves. They represent how they were raised. You know what I mean? So it's not, nah, you're not going to be out there doing that. And if you out there doing something, I'm going to say something. You know what I mean? But no, it don't go down like that. Some people they feel like once their child have reached that adult age, they are hands off. They let their child, you know, it's one thing to let your child go out there and experience stuff, right? But you don't want to just turn them loose out there and not be that person that they can come to for answers. Like a lot of parents, they like, oh wow, they grown now, they off my hands, that type of thing, and that's not how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And because if you see your child out there doing something wrong, I mean, granted they're an adult, but if you see your child out there doing something wrong, you got to say something. You can't just let them keep going, going that
And
route.
that was the problem with James Pierce. His
Yeah,
mama knew that his mama knew what was getting
yeah,
ready to happen.
yeah.
But hey, she was more concerned with throwing it back a little bit for some of that money in San
Whoa, whoa,
Francisco.
Yeah.
whoa. Damn.
Wow.
What the hell, Chandler? But
But here's the
how?
thing too, though. He right. I agree with him on one thing. His mom knew, and the thing
Yeah,
was, if his dad knew, the mama
Oh,
always
oh,
know.
oh! His dad knew because his dad was
Yeah,
texting her, warning her
yeah,
what the fuck was getting ready
yeah.
to go down.
So,
mm,
and the thing was, when you had his classmates from high school coming out saying that he was always that guy.
yep.
He was always that guy, and
Too
Pierce
late.
started coming out saying the same thing. He was the same way in college. Like
Definitely too late.
them
It's
two
too
games.
late, man. I
Yeah,
don't want to hear that.
yeah. It's too late at that point. But
Yeah, but they coming out the woodwork like they glad he got in trouble. That's why they saying it.
well,
And then
that's
like,
what they're answering the media. And that's what they're doing.
Nah,
Like,
they
and the
wrong,
thing was,
bro.
it's not about jumping on the bandwagon to paint him in a bad light. But at the same
Then what
time,
are they doing?
because I'm gonna tell you when the articles came out about the high school classmates and the college classmates, it came out in response to that this man has always shown that he needed help and nobody stepped in. It didn't come out. It didn't just come out on social media that or like trying to paint him in the bad light. It was saying that he always needed that help. He was always that kid that got in trouble like that, but nobody
They didn't
stepped
say
in
he
to
needed
help.
no help.
But that's when the article came out. That's when the comments came out. It wasn't to paint him in a bad light. It was saying that he needed help even all the way back then, and nobody stepped in.
Well, the way I heard it was that because he was like that, that's gonna hurt him with this case.
Oh no 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 no.
Well,
Uh.
that's what I got. So
Everybody got a pass. Come on now, everybody got a pass, right? But the thing is, it happens all the time in court too. When they always look to see if there's a pattern, especially if it's a pattern of let's just say if somebody going in for a drug case, they're going to say, okay, you've done this before, you've been in trouble before, you know what's going to happen. So they're going to say, okay, you have a pattern of getting in trouble for getting in trouble with drugs. They're going to consider it.
but if
And
they say
so,
but if they say, have I ever been convicted of a drug charge? If you got a smart attorney, he's gonna say, well, if he hasn't been convicted of it, you better not bring it up.
what that see that's what a lot of people fail to realize too. They just say in court, right? Somebody like you just said, dirty, like somebody just jumps up in court and says, well, he's done this before. The judge are gonna say, well, we're gonna strike that from comment, but you can't strike it from what somebody hear.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know what? You know what though, really, man. I guess I'm just like that because of just how I do things.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned a lot just being, on these platforms, right? I've seen content creators, man, pretty much do the same thing. They got the same mentality, and when you stand up and say, "Hey, man, don't do that. Y'all shouldn't say that," or be respectful, all that.
Yeah.
Then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, I'm soft, and then I get ridiculed, and
Yeah.
then videos come out,
Mhm.
and that's why I'm like that because I grew up with morals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah.
excuse me,
Right.
thank you,
Yeah.
please.
Right,
You
right.
know, being
Yeah.
accountable,
Mm-hmm.
not putting blame on somebody else for what they did
Mm-hmm.
because of what I did.
Right, right.
That's not how I was brought up.
Yeah,
And a
yeah.
lot of this stuff, man, here lately, man, I done got disgusted with a lot of things. That's why ain't nobody really seen me on no platform, because I'm like, man, this is crazy, man.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
even have a conversation with people.
Well, one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna
You
knock a
know,
man for his opinion, what his thought. You know what I mean?
man,
Everybody have
shit,
that.
it
You know what
happens
I
all
mean?
the time.
And I actually me, I'm gonna always entertain it because I'm that one that like I'm always at that learning stage. You know what I
And,
mean? That's
and
like whenever I
Mm-hmm.
go on
you're
these
exactly
platforms,
right, cowboy.
I go on these platforms, man. I be looking for stuff that I haven't heard. You know what I mean? Stuff
Right.
that I haven't. You know what I mean? That's a thought that I haven't heard, and I build on that. Like,
Another point of view.
Yeah.
And if you're a
yeah,
content creator, that's
yeah,
what you should want to have. Cause
yeah.
look, I could say something to you on your show, cowboy, and that's a whole nother show that you can come up with
Mm-hmm.
based
Exactly.
off of, based
Exactly.
off of that point
Yeah.
of view. Or Zay come up here.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Chaser boy come up here. Man,
Yep.
it's just so much content. If
Yeah.
you really look at these comments and these opinions,
Yeah.
and don't worry about, well, you don't know football or you don't know basketball,
Yeah.
or
Yep.
where did you get that information from?
Yeah. And see, that's why
No,
I'm always almost never looking for content, right? Because I listen and follow just about everybody.
all
If
you
you
got
got
to
a
do is,
page,
is pay attention.
yeah, if you got a
Yep.
page, I'm following you. I'm watching your content. I'm liking your content. I'm supporting you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm listening. You know what I mean? If you got a page, I'm listening because you just might say something that might give me an idea. I'm jotting down an idea like, okay, I can talk about this. I can talk about that, or I can take two or three out things you said and build a show off of it.
And
You know
that's
what I
what it's
mean?
all
Like
about.
I never down a person or condemn a person for what they're thinking or their thought process.
Yeah.
That's like when y'all guys were on here. I was at and here a second ago when I wasn't on, I was listening to you guys were talking about Cal Pitts, and I was looking at listening to the perspective that you guys was bringing. And I'm like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a show before tomorrow's. I mean, before the draft. I'm gonna do a show on Cal Pitts. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Because you guys have brought in shed another light on it, and I'm gonna include that because I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna do nothing else until after the draft, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do one more show. You know what I
But
mean?
folks, and you
And
know what's
actually
crazy about
include.
that, cowboy?
Mm,
Like folks, like some folks would be like, "Man, you stealing. Like
I
how you
don't even
gonna
worry
steal?"
about that
And
stuff.
No,
that
you're
shit
not.
be so stupid, bro. Like that shit be crazy. Like
But when people have that mindset, you know what I don't think those are people who want to grow. Because if you listen to every
yeah,
radio station, every podcast, I mean, you
facts,
even go to
You're
facts.
right.
listen to if you look, I tell you one person who what is his name and I follow him because he's an ex football player. What's his name? He got the little wild buzz, the kicker that has the uh he ex NFL player that has a podcast. But anyway, he actually read articles people have wrote during his show.
Mm-hmm.
He actually read the article. I mean, you can see him sitting there. He's flipping pages over. He's
That's
not reading.
smart, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart. And it's like when I first got started, I used to read people's articles. I used to grab their articles and I used to read it. But I don't do it anymore because I form my own content now. But that when I was first getting started, that's what I was doing. And I
Yeah,
got people, saying, "Oh, that's all he does is read articles." I don't care. I got followers out of that. I got
Exactly.
people
yeah,
who don't follow TV will listen to a content creator. You know what I mean? So I didn't change up my game uh because of what people thought of it. I changed because uh I wanted to elevate how I got my thought process out. That's the only reason I do it. Even then, like I said, I read articles and form my own content. But people don't understand what being behind the mic is all about. A lot of people don't understand what it's all about. It's not about trying to show off what you think you know. Everybody can sit back and talk about football, but it's about getting that thought process out there and shedding information to people who are not normally into the mainstream media. And we do have a lot of people that don't follow the mainstream media. They're rather listen to a
I don't.
creator.
I don't. It's depressing to me, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
too much bad stuff. Hey, look, let me throw something out there. Just the difference between, like you saying, different people that get behind the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on the JPJ thing,
Yeah.
and I've came at you on a different side of
Uh-huh.
that whole thing,
Yeah.
and you never attacked me personally
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because of my opinion,
Right. 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 Right.
and that separates you from, especially in this Falcon space, from a
Mm-hmm.
lot of content creators, bro.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know, because the thing of it is, if you got a platform and you can't handle a difference of opinion,
Right.
you
Right.
might be in the wrong, might have the wrong hobby.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Cause you
Right.
might, cause it might be things you might not know, and it's okay if you might not, even though y'all not back and forth, but what y'all was talking about was just two different perspectives. But it's not like
Right.
three dirty finna call Cowboy a sucker ass nigga. Cause man, what the
No.
fuck you talking about? Yo, you sound stupid as shit. What do you mean? Do you pay attention to court? Do you know this shit? Like you feel me? Like that's how niggas really be arguing. I can't argue like that. Cause me, bro, at the end of the day, we talking about somebody else's life. You get what I'm
Somebody else.
saying?
Right.
So it's just like, yo, this shit not that deep. At the end of the day, I look at this shit, I'm having fun talking about this shit with y'all. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right. Right.
that's how you gotta look at it. It's fun. You gotta love this shit. Not just doing this shit just because I got a platform now. I'm bigger than you, blah blah blah. I got a bigger channel than you. Like it shouldn't be like that. Like
Right.
so
Right.
I just don't be understanding like why folks just be acting like they better than everybody all the time. Like that
It's
shit
crazy,
just
man.
weird.
And just because you able to form a platform don't mean you the smartest guy in the room either.
Yeah. True
Exactly.
that. True that.
You were just able to get your platform going, and you just, that's what you want to do. You want people to hear you.
Yeah.
Right.
There's just like people. I don't know if everybody don't know this, but you have on YouTube, you have to set you up a subscription
Mm-hmm.
in order for you to be able to go on these different platforms and subscribe.
Right.
Right. Right.
That everybody knows that, right? Pretty much, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Hmm.
So, and then you may have a page where you do no content, but you still will get subscribers some kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may have, I got like 8 subscribers. Never shot a video,
Right. Right.
never did
Yeah.
any commentary there. But I was accused of being a failed content creator
Wow.
with my 8 subscribers.
Yes. Folks be tripping, bro.
It's crazy, ain't it?
That's where niggas mind be at.
I'm like,
Like
I'm
that's
like, why would you lie on Three Dirty? Because I had to follow the protocol of to be able to participate and subscribe to Cowboy and Dirty Bird Fly Through and the Big
Yeah.
Lows and the Black. Hey, but check this out. If I did do content creating, I would be a monster.
Yeah. And see,
I'm
that's the
gonna tell
thing
you
too.
why.
If
Okay, I want to hear why.
Because I would go in a whole different direction. I would do, and Cowboy, me and him, we old enough to remember this. You remember all of the talk shows that used to come on? They always had different guests, and
right.
like the Johnny Carr show and all of them. That's the kind of platform I would have.
Right. 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 Right.
And if I
Right.
had to
Right.
pay a person to come on my platform, that's what I would do, because I
Yeah.
would pick out just like your expertise, your strong points. I would, if the situation came up, I would get you to come to my platform,
Mm-hmm.
and then me and you would have a panel discussion.
And vice versa.
Yeah, and I would have specific questions that I would ask you, and I know you're gonna know the questions
Right.
before you come on my platform, and you're
Right.
gonna do whatever you're gonna do.
Right.
And
Right.
then when we do our show, it might be an hour, whatever. And
Right.
that's how I
Right.
would do it. And I
So
might do some individual stuff, but that's how I would do it.
so uh,
Right.
so
Right.
so I'm gonna tell you, you need to do that.
I knew
Hey
you was gonna
man,
put that.
You
I've
need to
been I've
do it.
been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it.
You
I would get
need
Zay
to.
on. I would
You
get
need to
Zay to
go ahead
come
and
on.
do that. You need to
You
go ahead
get
and
to.
do
I
that.
Hey,
appreciate that. I
I ain't
appreciate
gonna
that.
speak for everyone, but you ain't gotta charge me a penny. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
know I'm gonna pay now.
Like
I'll pay if
me.
it need be.
Yeah. See, like me, man, I just enjoy talking Falcon content, period. I mean, I don't care what we talking about, how long we talking about it. I was talking until we turn off the lights. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yep.
I'm that guy. We talking about Falcons, man. Over just by any subject.
Hey,
You know
hey,
what I mean?
Yeah.
you've already told us that with you and your wife, you got it set up to
Yeah,
where y'all talk about the Falcons even with the lights off.
yeah. My wife be like, I'm going to bed.
Like, nah,
uh,
nah, we gonna this is where we going, baby.
Yeah,
Look,
yep.
you got a cat. You got Zay. As much knowledge he got, he's in Baltimore
Damn. Yeah.
to get him on the get. Man, tell you,
yeah,
boy. If I did, I'd be a monster, boy.
I think
You
yeah,
better do
but
it now,
I
Three
get why.
Dirty. You better, yeah,
Yeah.
OG. You better
here's
do
what
it.
you gotta. Here's what you're gonna have to battle, right? And it's
Right.
sad. And it's sad to say this, but because people will not agree with you,
Mhm.
they will not even agree to come on your show.
Yeah, they take it
And
that
trust
deep.
me, look, and trust me when I say this, I have never disrespected nobody on my platform.
You never have now.
I have never told nobody that they was wrong for how they think. I valued I support every last content creator I follow, but I've had people actually turn me down to be on my show. They came up and they didn't come out and say it, but from what they did, they were like, yeah, they didn't agree to come. They didn't do the show
That's
for
wild.
whatever reason. And me, I'm gonna have more respect for you if you say, hey, I don't think it'll be a good idea because you and I don't agree on certain things, but I have invited people to be on my show and it never happened for whatever reason. What that reason is, I don't know. I could care less. Because one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stay 10 toes down on what I do as a content creator, as a Falcon fan. I'm going to always be that guy. But because you disagree about how I view a player or or something that I said, you disagree about something that I said, and you don't want to come on my show because of that,
Man,
that is crazy to me.
man,
That
I'll
is,
go on somebody's show that I don't particularly like if we on neutral ground.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, if we talking about Falcon football, I'm on your show.
Yeah,
I'm there.
yeah.
Yep.
I come. I don't
You
care.
got
As
a
long as
platform
long as
and
you
you
keep
invite
it
me
G,
on,
you
yeah,
keep it G with me, and I'm gonna keep it G with you.
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
But
You
to
Cause
me,
know.
like
that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And it's not, and it's not like the people who I have invited to be on my show. I haven't heard from them since.
Man, that's crazy.
I haven't heard from them since.
And see here's the thing, okay?
Mhm.
Especially over here. We give y'all the opportunity to hit the link.
Right.
We gave y'all the opportunity that one night to hit the link, and that's the only thing I'll say about that.
Yeah.
And then they go back on another show and talk about the whole
I, that,
video.
that, that,
But they
that's
would,
all, that's
but
the
you
only
didn't, but you
that's the
wouldn't
only
hit the
thing
link
we'll
though.
say. Yeah, hey,
But the thing it is though,
go over there
here's the
on the other
thing.
platform. You ain't talking about shit.
Yeah. And here's the thing too. Right. You guys, we share a common thing, being Falcon fans. Right.
yep.
And believe it or
Yeah,
not, people can view it how they want. But content creators are just like Kirk Cousins and Tua. Both of these guys came in here being the bridge to Michael Penix. We are the bridge to the Falcon fans fan base. We are the people. People can say what they want and how they feel. Like, no, we just Falcon fans. You only got 800
uh-uh.
subscribers. No,
You got a responsibility, buddy, when
we
you get that
are
platform.
right. We are that bridge because you're gonna have
Yep.
some Falcon fans that are like who have not been around for quite a long time, as long as we have, like you and I have Three Dirty and Wallace, and no, we got some that ain't been around since 2000. See, like us, we've been around since the 1970s, 80s, 90s, and we, like I said,
Late
we
late
are that bridge,
sixties.
right? But
Mhm.
because like a lot of these guys, and a lot of them haven't been around since like 2000. You know, I call them Vicanoids because I mean that's why they're fans because Michael Vick was here, but they haven't been around since that. A lot of these guys are content creators now, so they're not going to agree with a lot of things that I say because I'm of the mindset of being seeing in the Falcons organization since 1970s. You know,
Yep.
so I'm like, I'm not wrong in what I'm saying. You may not agree with what I said,
But don't necessarily mean you're wrong.
but I have seen the Falcon organization go through the same thing over and over and over and over again. So because I have a way of expressing how they should do something, don't make me
Mhm.
wrong. It's just different.
Well,
And
let me ask you a
that's
question on that, Cowboy. Let me ask you a question on that.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a Falcon fan since the '70s, right?
Right.
Okay. With everything you went through, what or how did you feel when Michael Vick came to town? With all of the other players that you've seen, you saw Dion, you saw, you know, the William Andrews
Right.
and the Barkowskis and the
Mm-hmm.
Tuggles and all of them guys, and then we jumped into, we went into the usual slump. But how much different did you feel when Michael Vick came to Atlanta?
When Mike came in, man, I was actually ecstatic, to be honest with you.
Okay,
But the downfall to it was we didn't have, just like now, we didn't have the coaching staff for Michael Vick. And at that point, I was just like playing like, okay, I'm in, like now, I'm in that wait and see mode, see what we got. Because even though we had Michael Vick he changed the game of quarterbacking.
right.
But because we didn't have the pieces around him, we didn't have the coaching around him. I'm like, okay, we've been down this road before.
That's
When
what
I
I'm.
say
That's what I'm talking about right there.
when I say that is because we brought in Steve Bartkowski and this place went crazy. We had the
So
best
you've
quarterback in
experienced it
college
before.
football. Yeah, we've seen this before. And
Mhm.
I mean, I'm like, we did the same thing, exact same thing with Steve Bartkowski, and we did not build around Steve Bartkowski. We stopped building. Of course, it was a totally different ownership, but at the same time, it was the same agenda. We try to make it all about the marketing, and it worked as far as the marketing standpoint, but it didn't produce on the field. Now
Now
we,
you're saying. Now you're saying where I was headed with that.
yeah,
So the old school fans, and I'm hearing a lot of these younger content creators get on the fans about, oh, y'all want everybody to be Michael Vick and this, that, and other. I'm like, Michael Vick did. I mean, I was glad he was here because I got
mhm.
tired of not being relevant,
Right, right,
you know. But outside of that,
yeah,
I didn't go out and buy a Michael Vick jersey, bro.
right, right. Now
I
here,
mean,
this was funny, and I had people actually come at me, right? So
mhm.
I said, we've seen this before. Yeah, you guys like
This ain't new.
you've been around. We've seen this type of quarterbacking before. Randall Cunningham. We've
Mhm.
Yeah.
done that. He was that guy. He was doing what Michael Vick did. So I'm like, oh, okay, but at the same time, as far as Atlanta goes, I'm like, until we start building around what we got, we not gonna do anything. We're just not
Man,
gonna.
we had Burner, man.
Yeah, yeah,
We had Burner.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we had Dunn, Andrews.
yeah.
Then we had little hits here and there. Shoot,
Right.
I was just excited about Anton Smith.
Hey,
You get a
look.
you get a certain amount of stuff on you, man. A lot of this stuff ain't as serious as people making it out to be. And see,
Yeah.
you said what I was trying to get to. Michael
Mm,
Vick came to town, but for the old schoolers, we were
yeah.
just glad to be relevant, man.
Right. Right. Yeah. We've been mediocre for so long. Now you
Right.
remember when uh, uh Grits Blitz was here,
Yeah.
and that's partially why the Grits Blitz don't get the notoriety that they deserve. Because to
So we
me,
won't win at nothing
the Grits Blitz was the best defense. They can say what they want.
of
The
all
best
time.
defense ever of all time. But we were playing in the limelight of Pittsburgh, Miami Dolphins, Cowboys, and they were winning at that time. We weren't winning, so the Grits Blitz kind of like took the back seat. But you talk about the greatest defense of all time, and a lot of Dirty Birds don't know that. A lot of Falcon fans don't know about the Grits Blitz.
They don't
Yeah.
know.
They don't know
Cause
that
I
we
all
had the best defense of all time, but we fell behind the steel curtain. We fell behind the orange men, the no name defense. We fell
Even the
behind because their
yeah,
team was
the Vikings defense,
yeah, the Jets defense.
the Raiders.
Guys, they don't know about those type of guys. We had Claude Humphreys, yeah, but we were not winning. The only reason Claude Humphreys is blitz that grit crazy. That
If,
man,
if they if they would have kept the sack count, he probably would have been the greatest sacker of ever, and would never get. People don't know
yeah,
they
yeah,
wasn't keeping stats like
exactly.
that back then.
Right, right. Yeah.
see y'all giving out game. Cause I just sat there. Cause Vic and all them guys. Cause I always, cause I'm still in the group where like Mike. I ain't really watched Vic like that. I was still a little younger because I ain't really watched football like that. I really came up when Matt Ryan first got there for real. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just like every time like I hear like Falcons fans that watch teams prior, I always just listen because I never really got a chance to watch them. And I know they was under like different ownership because I know Art LeBlanc
Right, right.
he wasn't there yet for them older teams. You get what I'm saying? So and then I just see them older teams. I'm like shit. They had a lot of even though like y'all said they weren't winning, but shit, they had at least some players on the team that they had some dogs on the team here and there. But
Right.
even though we really weren't winning nothing, but it's crazy when y'all say y'all was just happy that y'all was just that we was just relevant again for real once Vic got
Right.
there. Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Like
Yeah. Yeah. That's like when who was it? Shoot. Was it Kyle Pitts? No, no, no. When they were talking about JPJ, right?
hmm
And how he got the 10.5 sacks. And I'm like, we've been here before, guys.
yeah.
I'm not getting all crazy about JPJ with the 10.5 sacks. Yeah, he got his numbers, but I'm not doing that no more. Vic
We had a
Beasley,
guy got 16 sacks.
yeah, Vic Beasley had what? How many he had? 14, 15,
I thought he had
16.
16 and a half.
Yeah, like 15,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, we've
About
been here
15.
before.
Shit, he led the
Right.
league.
So yeah, so I'm like, and then the next season he disappeared. Hack McKinley came on board and it was like he seemed like Mr. Unstoppable.
Well, but it
And then the
now
next season it wasn't even next season. It
here
was midway through the season. He disappeared.
here's the difference. Okay, here's the difference between I think those guys and JPJ. JPJ had a coach and had a system that was working with him.
Mm-hmm.
That those other guys they didn't have.
Well, the thing it is with Vic Beasley, he was considered to be not generational, but different. It was like he needed the coach, but he didn't needed a coach. So you like his speed. The thing it is when Vic Beasley came on the scene, his speed is what got him into a lot of those sacks, right? But then that changed a lot on how a lot of coaches coached up offensive tackles.
Yep.
So if you that guy with the speed, they're gonna let you they're gonna let you be that speed, and you're gonna take yourself out of most of the plays. So instead of the offensive tackles engaging with you, you went to the offensive tackle. So all offensive tackles had to do was take that one or two extra step back and let you do what you do because you think you fast. They let you
And
take
then,
yourself out of the play.
and then by the time he ran into Belichick,
Yeah,
Mm,
I'm just saying.
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Beasley.
There's a way
We
to
know
play
we got
everybody.
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like Michael Vick. Mike Vick seemed like he was unstoppable. until they came up with that. Even then, they really couldn't be stopped. But he was slowed down a little bit. They started bird dogging him,
Yeah.
and I think Minnesota was the team that started that first. I think it was. But when you didn't account for Michael Vick, oh, he killed you. He was going for 100 or better.
Yes, sir.
But then I forgot who that linebacker was that bird dog Michael Vick, but Michael Vick went from like almost 100 yards a game down to like maybe 40.
Yep. And then all
I
this other stuff that he wasn't doing started rearing its ugly head.
Playbook in the
Yeah,
trunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It reared its ugly head.
yeah, the thing is we did how we messed up with Michael Vick was we did not have a qualified quarterbacks coach in here for him. If we had if Michael Vick had ever been taught to think quarterback first and then run, Michael Vick was probably one of the best ever to play the game.
Well, but okay. Let's think about it once again, and all that because when he got to Philadelphia, he did get that great coach,
Yes, but that made a difference.
and it made a difference. But see, here's
Yeah,
the thing, though. Here in Atlanta, it's all about the flash.
yeah,
Man, they don't care about winning and losing. They just care about being entertained. We know this shit.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Man, I used to get on the train leaving after Michael Vick played and we lost, but everybody was talking about the one play,
mm-hmm.
that da da
Yeah,
da play.
yeah,
Yep,
in the top 10.
yep. The
yep,
ESPN, look,
Mm-hmm.
ESPN made a mint off of Michael Vick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Hey,
That damn
but
near felt like
Cowboy,
a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Cowboy, I'm finna get his boy some game. Now, you tell me if you agree or not. Now,
Go ahead.
okay, just like Chandler said, it's all about the flash now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, Jerry Glanville was the one that gave the Falcons this culture where we are
Wholeheartedly,
now.
wholeheartedly agree.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm glad.
yeah,
People, he started the celebrity, being recognized at the games. He let them on the sidelines.
yeah. Well, he started
The
that
music,
grip fest.
yeah,
He started the grip fest. Yeah,
how they embraced um the culture of
flash.
Atlanta
Yeah,
with the Falcons.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Jerry Glanville did it, man.
Granville came out there with the big black cowboy hat, the big belt buckle, the boots
Yep,
on the Harley.
come out there with fur on.
Yeah,
Mm. What year
Man,
that was?
that was 78. He was a defensive
Mm.
coordinator back then, though.
hey, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was defensive coordinator. And then right when he got gone, Dion comes in the house and add to it.
bro. I'm telling you, man.
Mm.
People might not agree with it, but I'm telling you what I saw.
Yeah,
Jerry Glanville
yeah. He was
allowed
that
the
guy.
culture to come to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
He embraced the city, man. He brought the city together, man. Football season, oh, he
Yeah,
brought the city together, bro.
yeah.
Tell me
But
what I know.
up until the end, we were just out there playing football. That's all it was about. Just going out there, putting a team on the field, getting through the 13. What is it? It was at that time it was 13 games or 14
13
games,
games. Yeah.
and and it was just a matter of putting a team on the field. And then when Jared Glanville came in, it was like, okay, now we got to put a marketing behind this team.
Yeah. You talking about marketing big time, man. The Falcon
Yeah,
with a look, they had look Toyota. I remember they used to have the Deion Sanders little Toyota truck.
yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Ice
remember
on
that.
the glove.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's crazy because it just because where I come from, bro, like just seeing the Ravens, the success they had down here, and they had Ray Lewis, and just the just watching they culture, like you get what I'm saying. Even
yeah,
though I get a lot of flack for people down here, we always joke around, be like, "Yo, why you root for them damn Falcons, bro? Just
yeah, yeah,
come home, bro. Like y'all
I,
not
I know
winning."
it's tough there, boy.
yeah,
Hell yeah, but at the same time, I think that's really what made me love this team even more. Just wearing the jersey at work and all that. But it's
Zay,
just like
Zay, have you gotten your New Jersey yet?
Nah, not yet. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that AJ. I'm gonna get that AJ Terrell. I'm getting the white one. I'm gonna get that. Probably
Oh,
like
okay.
next week.
Hey,
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna just run it back. I think I'm gonna get a red Bijan and a white Drake.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get the red one, but I'm gonna get
Hey,
the white one too.
let me tell y'all something. That white Drake, that's one of the coldest jerseys. It's grown on me.
Yeah,
That's
That's one of
cold
the
blooded now. That
coldest jerseys in
Yeah.
the league.
yeah. And the only
yeah.
reason I'm gonna get the white jersey is because they look good with the cherries, the cherry Jordans. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
hey,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna just get the red one.
OG.
Yeah.
Huh?
Have you
Oh,
ordered your customized jersey yet?
Man, I've been clicking on it, man. But man, that jersey gonna cost me about $500, man.
Man,
yeah.
really?
What? What the
It, it, it,
personalized jersey?
yeah, it's gonna be at least
The
three
real
something.
You,
one?
you,
I
you,
gotta have
you,
stitching.
you
I gotta
gon'
have the
okay.
stitching, man.
Are you gonna get
Hmm.
the new white ones?
If I'm gonna get the white one. The white one, man, about $500, man.
Alright, the new
Yeah,
white one with the red numbers.
Yes, sir. She's
yeah,
sweet now.
yeah. She's nice. That was nice. That was nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And then it's cause like back though I was like kind of saying cause I was trying like cause how y'all was just breaking down like the culture and everything like the Atlanta culture of the team, not just the city, but like it's just like all that entertaining shit and all that. But it's
yeah,
like it's no winning coming out of that. Like you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
You get
That's
what
what
I'm
we're waiting
saying?
on.
So it's just like me just watching the
Yeah,
Ravens. You ain't really see a lot of that. That nigga Ray Lewis was locked the fuck in trying to get them players
man.
speeching. Cause I met him a couple times. You get what I'm saying down here. And I met
Right,
Ed Reed. I met Derek Mason back in the day, and
right, right.
Matt Stover. He came up to my elementary school when I was younger,
Oh
and
wow.
like yeah. So it's just like they was not worrying about none of that rah playing around, man. They
None
was
of
just
that.
Right,
strictly football. Like you
right,
get
right.
what I'm saying? So it's just like, cause I remember I used to go back and forth with folks all the time. I used to be like, man, Matt Ryan better than Joe Flacco. Matt Ryan better than Joe Flacco. I used to stand in the middle of that table, only
Right, right,
Falcons fan. I'm going at it. Like you get what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
So it's just we need to win. Like it's just I get it. The state, like I've been to Mercedes Benz for I went there the first time 2023. That is a beautiful stadium, nice stadium.
Right.
Zay,
Turned
you
up.
coming back down, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm coming back down this year.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah.
yeah, and then I'm like, I go to the Raven Stadium. I mean, it's cool, but that shit ain't as flashy as that damn
Oh
Falcon
hell no,
Stadium. You
hell
know
no.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then like that's how it be. Like them teams that be winning, man, they don't really got they not the flashiest
And,
trying to
and, and
invest all this shit in them stadiums and all that, man. They care about winning more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
but the
Exactly.
thing
And see,
is,
that's what Atlanta has get to that point
they
too.
build all the new
But
stadiums so not just they can get the Super Bowl, but they can get all these big concerts like the Chris Brown and the Usher concert.
yeah,
Yeah, and
that's all well
I
and
ain't
good.
yeah, and I ain't knocking nobody trying to get no paper. Like, shit,
Yeah.
get your money. Like, hell yeah, get your money. But you know damn well, like, I ain't from Atlanta, but you know damn well, them folks want to see that football team
Right. Right.
win more than anything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Well,
folks stop believing.
but
Like,
hey,
Yeah. Look at
there's also a bunch of 40-year-old women. What do they call it now? In a flow state when they hear Usher and Chris Brown.
them
And hey,
aunties.
they'll refinance their mortgages to go get tickets of that shit.
Right. Right.
Hey, bro, it's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you
And
do
that's the
about that.
thing.
It's
They
gonna happen.
gonna be going crazy and everything. Some of them may lose their jobs the way they go up in their
Yeah.
acting.
But
like
see,
for
that's the thing
real.
Atlanta have to do now is they got to put it all together now. You know, we got the marketing, you got the players, you got the coaches, you got the man that's willing to spend the money off the blank. He just want to be able to spend it right because he was about to
Exactly.
spend it like a couple of years ago, but we weren't putting the wins in the win column. So we just got to put it all together, man, and start winning
Yeah.
some games, and you'll see a wholly different uh fan base of Falcon fans come about. Look at what the Hawks doing. They're winning a few games, man, and now everybody's going crazy.
Man, let's talk
You
about.
know what I
Hey,
mean?
the Hawks are winning
Yeah,
this series.
yeah.
They gonna
I
win.
think
They
they
gonna
will. I
win
think they're
this
They
gonna pull it
should.
out.
series.
Yeah, they
I think they're
should.
gonna pull it out.
It's
I
just
mean, New
me. My
York.
thing is like from the outside looking in, because I'm not a Hawks fan, but I like Jalen Johnson, but
Hmm.
I really because I see the potential and I know what he can be. I
Right.
just
Yeah.
need him to be more a good because CJ McCollum he did his shit, but
Yeah.
it's it shouldn't be CJ, man. Like you need Jalen Johnson in
Oh
them
yeah,
Right.
hey,
moments. You get what
you.
I'm
I'm
Well,
gonna
saying?
need Jalen to take shit over. Hey,
Yeah.
check this out, right? I'm telling y'all, if the Hawks beat the Knicks and they get Detroit, the Hawks could steal that series versus
yeah.
Detroit, and they could end up back in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's what I'm going for right now. See, Cade, that's one of my new favorite players. I've been rocking with them lately.
Well,
But
shit, is Cade even
he
gonna be playing?
he playing, but it's just I don't like the supporting cast around him. Even the game tonight, because I was watching it a little bit like while we was on the show for real. It's just he need another score around him, bro. It's just
Mm.
it's they had a decent year, but it's just that boy Jalen Dern and like they
So
kind of got that.
so you think they could have benefited from someone like a Trey Young?
Nah, Trey Young wouldn't have fit with them. Not with
Mm.
Cade. Like they need like a Kawhi Leonard or a Giannis over there. You get what I'm saying? They need not another point guard. That ain't gonna work.
Mm.
'Cause
Yeah.
I like the Pistons though. I like what they building over there for real. But I still need Cade. They need another butt to get over it. But the Hawks, y'all can make a run though. They can make a run. I
Yeah.
ain't
Well,
gonna
yeah,
We
lie.
gon' we gonna get stifled, man, because we don't have a big man.
well,
That's
shit.
that's it.
Here,
Cause
Yeah,
who was that?
here's the
The
thing
old
though.
man Robinson came in and
This
killed
year,
him. He was
not a
killing
lot of
them.
people even realize this year for the Hawks, man. Shoot, hey, they don't even realize what's coming this off season. I mean, you talking about a lot of cap space, and you talking about a top draft pick.
Hmm.
They need to go get a 7 footer.
yeah.
They can.
Yeah.
They need a Shaq like player.
Now
But
is
traditionally the Hawks have always had big men. That was when they was having that success.
Yeah.
When they had the Matombos and Kevin, what was it, Kevin Willis?
Yeah, Kevin
We
Willis.
had them guys like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's when we were. That's when guys were scared to come to Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh
When
yeah.
we had, when we
Remember
had
that?
them when we had them big boys down in that paint playing real
Right.
dirty
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
real dirty, pun
Yeah.
intended.
Yeah. Cause I
Yeah,
like,
Usually
cause
did
I ain't
though.
gonna lie, y'all. Even though, bro, he was hurt, but for what I saw, what he was doing against the Clippers in that playing game, Porzingis, I I know he couldn't stay healthy, but I just felt like he not what he was when he got drafted. But if he could have just stayed healthy, I feel like he could really help y'all in this playoff run. Like just because he can guard the paint. He can still contest. You get what I'm saying? Because he's 7'4". He's 7'4", and he can stretch the floor. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
some Hawks fans gonna be like, man, what the hell is this man talking about? But he's a decent big. Cause I like a Kongu, I like him, but it's like, yeah, he got a nice shot. He got a shot. I don't really watch the Hawks like that, but watching some of these games, I don't think he's the long term big in my opinion. Like I really feel like y'all need like a Daniel Gafford or one of them type of bigs for real. Like
You need a
I
guy. You
don't
need a
know.
guy to do all the dirty work. You need to
Yeah,
down it. And it's like I was telling my sons the other day, right? Every team that has went and played in a NBA title game, uh, barring this recent run of games, but
hmm
back in the day, every team that went and played in the NBA title game had a Draymond Green, had a Dennis Rodman, somebody who get down there and do the dirty work. And you might get 10, 12 points out of them, but where their impact was guys who crashed that board, did all the dirty work on defense and that type of stuff. Those are guys that's what Atlanta needs, and we don't have that.
hmm Cause y'all got the squad. I like Kaminga. I feel like Kaminga just gotta slow his game down a little bit. I get it. Like he aggressive as hell. Like he gonna play with a little edge, which y'all need, especially in that last game. Y'all needed that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all need that
Yeah.
spark. Somebody to come in and be like, man, come on. Like you get what I'm saying? He get it going. But sometimes I don't know. It's just y'all got a squad. I like y'all team because it's all built around Jalen. Because Jalen can pass the ball. I just feel like he got to develop a jumper. Like if he really get a solid jumper,
Yeah, yeah,
feel like he can be the next guy coming up for real. I gotta watch y'all. I gotta watch the Hawks more. I gotta watch.
yeah, yeah. But the game has gotten to be real different now, right? It's more run and gun than half court type offenses, which is
Yeah,
which is still not the problem. But you still got to have that guy, that one guy that can play like hella defense. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
mhm,
On different styles or whatever.
yeah. That boy Dyson, he was doing his shit last game.
Yeah,
Dyson was yeah. I still like him as a defender because I feel like that game probably would have got out of attack if he wasn't really playing like the defense he was playing for real.
right.
So I like Dyson for real because Brunson and them Knicks, bro. I don't like the Knicks, bro. I don't like that. Like that team, bro. They too goofy for me to feel like they can win a title, bro. They don't give me title like they can win a chip. Like them
they,
Big
niggas
they
Cat
are
need
dumb.
to go back
strange.
to
I
the
tell you
paint
that.
though, but he's not comfortable there.
They strange.
Yeah. Even Cat, like not even Cat. I just feel like Brunson, his style of play, like I don't know how you can play. Like I don't know how like a big can benefit playing next to him. Like he just all he needs the ball. He
Right.
not dishing that shit out. Like they got a weird team over there. I don't know. They try to run that Villanova shit back, but that shit ain't gonna work, bro. It's not. Shit not gonna work. Even Mikael Bridges, I'm like, bro, what the? Because they gave up a lot of picks for that guy. Gave up like 4 or 5 first round picks. Because whatever they saw what he was doing in Brooklyn
Mhm.
when he ain't have nobody there. So of course you're gonna go to Brooklyn and you're gonna get some buckets. Like, yeah, you gonna go there and get buckets because you're the only guy there. But
Yeah.
once he came back to playing in the role that he was playing when he was in Phoenix, sitting in the corner playing defense. But that Knicks team, they I don't know, man. They don't stick out to me.
Yeah, they are because like the game the other night I was watching, and the guy that seemed like we couldn't stop was the old man Robinson. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Mitch.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
And this guy here, you talking about somebody who everything about him, it was just like lanky, like the way he run, the way I mean,
Mhm.
everything was just lanky. Like, and he was the one guy that we could not stop. And I'm like, wow. And I know he's a big guy. I don't know his bio or whatever, but he's a big guy because literally all he had to do was turn around and just drop it in the basket, But at the same
Yep.
time, like you said, they just don't look like that NBA title champion. You know what I mean?
They ain't got it. Cause even him, like, you can just put somebody, one of y'all third string bigs or somebody in there, get and just foul his ass, play hack a Mitch,
Right.
and put him at the free throw line. His ass gonna miss them motherfuckers. Like, so it's just like I don't know. And then it just Cat, he he get in foul troubles. He had the same problems when he was in Minnesota, and people thought they was tripping for trading him out of Minnesota, but it
Yeah.
was in playoff series. I'm watching him against the Grizzlies. This nigga got 5 fouls early in the fourth quarter. You
Right.
get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's just he not disciplined enough for me. He's soft and then he just be wanting to shoot that motherfucker all the time. I always want to
Right.
pull it from the top of the key. Like I don't be understanding this kind of era of basketball. All these motherfuckers just want to shoot all day, bro. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just, man, you need point guards. Like you need a real point guard out there to set these guys up, bro. Like
Hey,
'cause
Wallace, you
even
still
what
there, man?
Who, Wallace?
Yeah, Wallace, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, you've been holding in, man. That's what's up.
Wallace has been chilling.
oh, I ain't even see he was still on there. He probably just
Yeah.
yeah, he
Wallace
probably
has
just
Hey,
been
chilling.
chilling.
listen, shout out to Wallace, man. Shout out to Wallace.
Hey man, you talking about somebody who keep me busy in my chat?
That's all right.
Wallace is
Mhm.
that guy, man. I'm talking about
Yeah,
appreciate it. I appreciate his support, man, because he keep my chat lit.
yeah.
But hey, we like when you up on the panel though
Hey,
sometimes.
and it's funny that we talked about you know we feeding off each other, right? Wallace has made comments in my chat. I have actually built the show on.
Mm-hmm.
So like you gotta support the people that that support you, right? And like,
Yeah.
because you never know how how they help out. You know what I mean? Because like you talking about taking advantage of a friendship. Like Wallace, like I said, he had put like several comments in my chat, and they're like, I built a show off of it, and like the Chicago one that stood out specifically was that one of my best videos actually. That Chicago when we had that deal going on with Chicago about that free trade, they were gonna give us a pick, that free pick that we turned down.
Mm.
Wallace made a comment on that one. That was one of my best videos, man. Almost 10,000 views on that thing. So I'm like, man, that was crazy. I never and the thing it wasn't really specific. It was Falcon content, but it dealt on a subject that's like really wasn't football related. It was dealt with like the draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's one of my best
Mm-hmm.
videos, if not the best one. I got to go back and look. It may have been my best video. If it's not, it's one or two. Number one or number two.
Yeah. And that's key because folks in your chat,
Yeah.
because a lot of these folks they don't be having podcasts, but they be knowing shit. Like
Yeah.
folks be
Yeah.
knowing because folks be watching the game just like how we be watching it. Because I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie, it be sometimes it be folks like that you wouldn't even think know a lot about what the fuck
Mhm.
going on. Be knowing a lot of shit, the
Yeah.
deeper shit. Like you get what I'm saying. So that's why that's why I respect how you operate with how you show
Right.
appreciation to your fans and you get what I'm saying. You don't try to act like, man, what is you talking
Yeah.
about, like blah blah blah, like you feel me, acting like just because you behind the mic
Yeah.
and you got the platform,
Right.
I know it all, I know this shit, you don't know shit, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like you can't let, because some people really be letting that notoriety and shit get to their head. You
Yeah.
get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just you can't let that shit change you because that
Yeah.
shit is it's just not a good look. You get what I'm saying? It's just like people supporting you, man. Don't
Right.
turn on folks that supporting you. You get what I'm saying? Because folks ain't gotta watch your shit. They
Right.
ain't gotta watch
Right.
that shit. Motherfucker, cut
Yeah.
that shit off. But
Exactly. And that's
yeah,
I be quick to tell people like, man, I don't do this for no money. I
yeah.
do this because for the enjoyment of talking about Falcon football and talking with people who share
Mhm.
the same thought that I got, or share the same energy I got when it comes to talking about the Falcons. I don't care whether it's something negative or positive. We talk about the Falcons. I don't care. As long as we talk about the Falcons, man, I don't care. We can roll with that.
Shit for the love of the
It's
game.
for the love of the game, exactly. As a matter of fact, that's how I met Three Dirty in a chat. I don't know who platform we was on, but he shouted me out one day, and I'm like, "Oh, what's happening?" And from then on, we've been clicking. But yeah, that
Yep.
chat thing be something serious, man. People gonna give it all the credit that it deserves. But yeah, man, it serves its purpose.
Mm-hmm. Cause it's just, man, they got, man. That's why even like that's why I love coming on these platforms, just talking Falcons. Cause like I said, where I live at, ain't no damn Falcons fans where I'm at. I only talk to y'all about the Falcons. I'm not ready to say talk no Ravens fan about no damn Falcons. I don't want to hear
Right,
about Lamar Jackson all day. I don't want to hear about that shit.
Don't get
Nigga
don't
text
don't
me the
get
other day
going.
like,
Hey,
man, look at our
that
uniform.
hey Zay, let me
Uh
tell you. There's one guy on YouTube who talks about Lamar
uh
Jackson so damn much, and he be hating on him too. Man, you would have thought Lamar Jackson was the feds or something. How much this dude talks about him.
And he's
oh
a Falcon
nah.
content creator.
wow,
Oh nah, that's
uh,
crazy.
Yeah, I used to be
Yeah.
stationed. I
Well,
used to be stationed up there
he
in Maryland.
he claims to be a Falcon content creator.
He called him
They they
AAU Jackson,
they all
the
claim to
wow,
be.
quarterback
They claim to
perpetrator.
be. Yeah.
Crazy.
He
That's
called
their
him
Yeah, I like
claim to
AAU
that.
fame,
Jackson.
exactly. See,
Hey,
man,
look,
what's up, OG?
hey Zay,
Yeah.
I commented one time, and I listened. I said, yeah, okay, he has his shortcomings, but Lamar Jackson is still in a top 10 quarterback in the NFL as we speak.
Yep. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
he has one of the highest. He has one of the highest contracts in the league for a
Right,
quarterback,
right, right.
Yep.
and
And Murphy.
he is still the starting quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
And we're talking about billionaires that's allowing their coach of the Ravens to keep starting this guy that is supposed to be potentially a perpetrating quarterback,
right,
running back masquerading as a quarterback. And at
right.
some point, you got to say, you know what? That's their team, that's their business. And if they want to pay this guy $100 million to do what he does, there
Right,
has
right.
to be
Hmm.
an upside to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And even how last season ended, that shit weren't even his fault. Motherfucker, kick him this damn field goal.
yeah.
But let me ask you
Kick him
this:
this. Hmm.
how on game day in Baltimore? How is the city?
They turned up because you gotta think that's all. That's all we got. We ain't got no basketball team.
You,
Orioles don't be doing shit. Orioles get to the playoffs, but then they choke. You get what I'm saying? This not the same Orioles team when we had Nick Markakis, Adam Jones, Chris Davis. Like it's not that same type of team. So it's just like we kind of already expect them not to really do much or nothing. But the Ravens, that's all we got. That's why I get so much shit for being a Falcons fan because they like, bro, all we got is the Ravens, bro. How can you be a Falcons fan? You get what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I can't be mad at them for that. But it's just like it's the city be turned up because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it be a lot of shit going on in Baltimore. You get what I'm saying? It's just it's small city and lot of murder rate high up here. So the Ravens really keep everybody from the bullshit. Like you get what I'm
Right.
saying? So when they won that Super Bowl in 2012, it was turned. I
Yeah.
even went to the parade, even though I was still mad that the Falcons lost to the 49ers that year. I was sick about that shit, but I still went to that parade just to watch that shit for real. And that shit
Right.
was turned.
Bruh,
So
I was at that
yeah,
game, bruh. It was sad. That second half, you saw
That,
it coming.
bruh. We was
that
supposed to play them. We was supposed to play the Ravens. Like I couldn't wait to play the
how
Ravens.
how
Like you
how
get
how,
me?
how old were you, Zay, at that point?
I was in the sixth grade. That was like what? I was probably like 11, 12. Yeah, I was like
Oh
11, 12
wow.
years old. Yeah. I was young. Like Matt Ryan, that was my guy. Like Matt Ryan was really my goat. Like I grew up on Matt Ryan. Like you get what I'm
Right.
saying? Cause I became a fan of the team because my brother used to play with the Falcons on the game when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I always liked black and red, and I seen the
Yeah.
logo, and I'm like, damn, I like that logo, I like the team. Then I started playing with him on the game, and then as I got older, I'm like, shit, I might as well just be a fan of the team.
Right.
Started
Right.
buying jerseys, you get what I'm saying? So
What's up?
even
Right.
when we lost that Super Bowl, like what? I had to come back to school that next day. Everybody like, bro, what the fuck happened? How did y'all lose that Super Bowl, bro? Y'all, it was right there.
Right.
How?
Right.
I'm like, man, I don't know, man, but it's crazy, bro, because because even when I posted them the other day, people like, yo, you still a fan of that damn team, bro? If you don't stop posting them niggas, I'm like, I'm not gonna stop posting them, bro. I'm not.
Right.
So I love it though. It's just I want us to win, bro. Last year, I don't know. Last season just showed me a whole lot. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
it's this losing shit gotta stop, bro. Cause I
Yeah.
know I know what we capable of, bro. I didn't seen Matt Ryan get this team, winning seasons and all that. Like I know, like, cause this another thing. This off topic. I know I'm yapping right now, but I always wanted to see what is the blank relationship with the new players? Because you always seen like his relationship with Matt Ryan and Michael Vick, pushing Michael Vick in a wheelchair. Like you seen that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want to see like who is he really close
Oh,
with now?
the only one,
Was he?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only one we've really even seen him with is Michael Penix.
But here go the thing too.
Hmm.
That's the part that I ain't gonna say he's gonna stop, but he's gonna step back. He's gonna step back from it. Like
Yeah.
you see how
Hmm.
Jerry Jones used to be. back in the day, he was always around his players. He was always dapping them up. Now the
Yeah,
only time I think going forward, I think the only time you're gonna see like Arthur Blank like really engaging with his players is like on the field, like after game time.
yeah.
But that's
Right,
why Matt
right.
Ryan is here.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan is that boy now because Arthur Blank, believe it or not, that joker has a load on his plate. I mean,
It does now.
he got the soccer team, he got the Falcons, then he still got the side he's side owner with the FedEx guy. So
Mm-hmm.
and he's still and now with FIBA coming here to Georgia, he got
Mm-hmm.
to get more involved. So it's a lot with him. So
Yep.
Matt Ryan is gonna probably be like his right hand man. I mean,
Yeah, I
almost.
think I think Matt Ryan gonna be the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So and if his son comes in, his son may eventually take over at some point, but he has to be
Mm-hmm.
molded right. He has to be taught the game as well. But he's going to become like Jerry Jones. He's going to
Mm-hmm.
have a lot to say into it, but at the same time, he's not going to have a lot to do with it. He's going to build his corporation, and he's going to hire the right people to do it for him.
Yep.
So I think
Because
he's
I
going to take
think
a back seat to it.
because that say a lot about that Raheem shit. Because you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
cause Raheem. Like when I watched him, he was just too touchy. Like just
yeah,
handshakes with
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
Like it's nothing wrong with that because you get what I'm
yeah.
saying. He was like he was a good guy. Like you can tell he was a good guy. I don't think he was a fucked up person or none of that. Like you can tell he
Right.
was a genuine guy and the players liked him. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? It's just he didn't get the job done with us. You get what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
think they probably just going to try to run a little bit more, like basically like what you were just saying. Like he might fall back on that shit, like
yeah.
because it looked like they really trying to run a strict program now. Like everything strict, competition everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like they trying
Right,
to switch that shit up so they can actually become a playoff team. You get what I'm saying?
right.
So it's just because I look at the little shit. Like I get football X's and O's, but you gotta study these mannerisms from these players and these you get what I'm saying? It's just
Right,
a lot of shit play a factor in why we in the hole that we in right now, why we losing and all that. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
it's just man, it's just it's a lot, man. It's a lot with this
think
thing.
Raheem couldn't separate. I think Raheem couldn't separate the two. You brought out
Yeah,
a good point on that, but
He
I think
did now.
Raheem, he couldn't separate. Being that friend because he was truly a friend to quite a few of the players on the team.
yeah,
But at the same time, I think that friendship got in the way of his coaching. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think
yeah,
like yeah, everybody wants a good hype man. Everybody would like to have fun. But at
right.
some point you got to put that fun to the side and say, okay, let's get down to business. And I don't think Raheem, this is just my personal opinion. I don't think
Mhm.
Raheem drove that point home. We got to go take care of business, guys. Friendship aside, we got to go take care of business. And at some point, he lost control of the locker room, lost control of the team, obviously, and he lost the trust of Arthur Blank. So, and that put the whole organization in a different light as opposed to looking at something positive for the future.
Mhm.
Almost saw the demise of the Falcons. Well, you did see the demise of the Falcons because
Mhm.
one thing that keeps standing out of my mind is how somebody who's so dialed into the game lost it on the sideline. Drake London at the I forgot what game that was, but he passed out at Jack Robinson.
And
Yeah,
that
the
And
was
Saints
after he caught a
game.
touchdown.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he
Hey,
crashed
but
out at Jack Robinson. So I'm
yeah,
like, wait a minute, this man should be celebrating. Why is he crashing out? So that tells
Yep.
me right then that there was something deeply rooted into what was going on that we are not seeing as fans, but there's something that's going on in the locker room, on the field, that's in between the players and the coaches. It's just not sitting right. Because when you go back and you find a reason to fire a position coach, something
Yeah.
is deeply rooted
Well,
wrong. Something is not going right.
let me tell you something, okay? This is the reality with the Falcons. It is that the Falcons do not want to ever be the team that is known for having the dysfunctional locker room, the
Yeah,
bullshit to them, the way they want to be ran. is they want everyone to think they're united, it's happy-go-lucky, stand-up guys, things like that. But
Mhm.
the ironic thing is that the Falcons are, especially in recent years, been it's happened to them on some of the most occasions in the NFL. You get just like the JPJ shit. You
Yeah.
know, all this unnecessary attention that they don't obviously want. But at the end of the day, man, the Falcons have been a dysfunctional organization. We got to call it for what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They've
Hey, but
been
let me piggyback on all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speak on my past experience, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when Brahim first got here, and I saw the way, like you guys were talking about, how he carried himself with the team, the players and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I called him on a couple of platforms. I said, this guy, he's incompetent. And I call head coaching is pretty much a manager.
Hmm.
You know, he had to manage all aspects of the team.
Right.
And Raheem was a bad manager, and I'm gonna tell you why. I worked in the corporate world for 35 years, and I've ran into managers that were good were people person. They were on the floor, they was shaking hands, and they come and talk about, because a lot of my managers, they
Right.
would come and talk to me about the
Right.
Falcons because they knew I had tickets.
Go
But
to the game.
those guys were the guys that you did not want to go to their office because you did something out of compliance, or you had something that where there was going to be disciplinary actions taken.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
Raheem was not that guy,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and nobody since Raheem was in the NFL has ever said anything bad about him.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Right.
Or not bad, but saying, well, hey man, Raheem will cut you if he'll send you to the house if you don't
Right.
act right.
Right.
None
Right.
of that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says he's a good guy. He's this, he's that, and I called him incompetent. I got backlash for that, but here we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. And
You
here's
know,
the thing too. When what backs that up is the situation that happened with Ray McLeod, right? And
right?
the thing is, people gonna get emotional, especially in the game of football, right? People are gonna get emotional, when it comes to any type of dispute or whatever. Now, I get it. He may have felt disrespected with the way Raven McLeod came back at him. So I'm going to presume that Raven McLeod cussed Raheem Morris out.
probably
I'm going to
rightfully
say
so. Probably rightfully
I'm
so.
going,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that
Yeah.
he did that, but it's not have warranted, especially in this at this time, in your job, right? You don't want to use not the platform, the stance of getting rid of a player. Like he don't went out there and ran somebody over. You know what I mean? Like he don't
Mm-hmm.
went out
Right.
there and robbed a bank or something or did something detrimental to the team. That man probably said something that Raheem Morris didn't like. Same thing with Ike Hilliard.
They
They
probably
probably
called
said
his
something
ass
to
out.
him. Probably
Probably
he
told him
probably
he
did.
needed to step the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, the thing it is, when you got your chip on your shoulder and you haven't been brought to reality, yeah, you the head coach, yeah, you make all the decisions, but at the same time, you got people on your team that you should be listening to. Now, if you got players coming to you with issues, and you might not like how they came about with the issue, but at the same time, it's still an issue. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
address it for what it is. And to see Ray McLeod, somebody who was actually a benefit to the team, actually have to get gone from the team because of that. I can see if he had said, "Okay, you suspended for a few games." I can see that,
Right.
for a few games, but a couple of games, or you're going to get docked and pay or something like that. But to have somebody get excused from the team for voicing their opinion or however how they did it, I don't know how he did it. I don't even know the whole situation on it. I'm just speculating on how it went down. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, it tells me that you think you're bigger than the team because you're the head coach.
Well,
And just because you're the head coach don't make you bigger than the team.
hey, look,
Yeah.
look,
And
look,
then
Exactly.
look.
You're a manager.
I'm about to
Right.
shut this shit down. Cause,
back.
hey, well, but hold on. I'm gonna be right back here tomorrow night, probably.
Yeah.
Oh
For,
yeah,
for sure.
night one. We gonna be watching now. We gonna just be watching and seeing if IC's got anything up his sleeve tomorrow night, and then Friday we already know it's on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Oh yeah. What time do it start?
Like
tomorrow
eight.
Eight
starts at
o'clock.
8. Starts at 8 tomorrow. So I'll be on maybe about
Sure.
a little after 8:30. Like I say,
But
ain't too much going real. I mean, we know Fernando Mendoza's going number 1.
Yeah, we know that for sure.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm looking at the divisional rivals for real. I'm looking to see who they draft and
Shit,
who fall.
New Orleans, they first pick. Hopefully, I'll be on by New Orleans' as first pick. See what fucking
Yeah,
trash ass player they get.
yeah, because they pick 8, and I think Panthers got like 19 or some shit like that.
Shit,
Yeah.
take care of.
Yeah,
Shit, who
I'm,
the
I'm just trying to see if we get our receiver. You know, who we get at
we
that
gonna
D
see who the
tackle. If
well.
we get,
I see. We gonna see who's dropping tomorrow too. That's the other thing.
yeah,
Who's gonna be dropping? So,
yeah.
hey, y'all got
but
anything else to say before I shut this shit down?
Nah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
shout
mean,
out, shout out to everybody. It's your boy Zay. Shout out to Chandler. Shout out Cowboy,
but
330, Wallace. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole chat. Appreciate y'all having me on. Shit, I'm probably gonna go on. I'm probably gonna 330. I'm probably gonna be on the eye test. Winston just sent me the link, so I'll probably be on there. So
Oh, okay, okay. They coming on. Okay, I'm gonna check them out. I'll check
yes,
y'all out,
sir,
man.
for sure. So
Hey,
yeah,
hey, oh,
appreciate
hey!
y'all.
I'm gonna give you a phone call, OG, after we get off.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, bet.
all right.
Appreciate y'all having me on, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
man.
Hey,
I'll be
anyone
always.
over there.
else?
Bet.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all having me on channel, man. Great job, man. Putting the show together last minute. Um, man, it's always good to share the stage with you guys, man. Appreciate Wallace, man. Good hearing from you
Hey,
in the
Hey
chat. I
Wallace,
mean,
you
on
got
the
anything to say?
platform. And
Yeah, I just want to thank y'all for letting me come on the show tonight and just chop it up with y'all, talking football.
yeah,
And I
Hey, you
support
know,
all y'all and what y'all
you
doing.
welcome on any time.
appreciate it.
OG.
Hey, man, right quick, man. The same old thing, man. Just OG in the chat, man. But hey, man, it's a good job. Um, Cowboy Wallace, man. Ain't seen him moving around in a while. Glad to see him back.
Yeah,
Zay, man, always. Um, and you, Dirty Bird, fly through, man. Hey, man, keep grinding, man. You're a young cat in the game, man. You got a lot of
yeah,
years in it, but you still young. And man, I'm gonna be here, man. If you drop the link, I'm gonna be here, man.
And
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to the chat.
you ain't gotta go home.
Uh huh.
Get